Hello students, I welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. In the previous lecture, we have started with chapter number 1, that is linear equations in two variables. In that, we are seeing the methods to solve the linear equations which we have studied in 9th standard. As I have told you earlier, there are two types of method which we have seen in 9th standard. But here we have studied only one method, that is elimination method in 9th standard, but for 10th standard we are learning both the methods. In the previous lecture we have seen one example where we have used both the methods, and after that now we are solving or seeing the solved examples from the textbook. I told you in the previous lecture that if you can't get the hard copy of textbook, you can download the PDF of textbook from the net. You know that in ebook library, if you type ebook library on the Google, then you are going to get all the books in PDF form. So to refer to the books, you can download those books in PDF form and you can refer to them. Okay, so now let us go further. We are discussing the solved examples, and in that we will see now solved example number 3. The example is solve 15x plus 17y is equal to 21, and second one is 17x plus 15y is equal to 11. Okay, so here you have to observe these two equations very carefully, especially the coefficients of x and y. Don't see the value on right hand side, or don't see the constant here. The coefficients of x and y you have to observe, and what you will get is that the coefficients are interchanged here. See, here we have 15 and 17 as the coefficients of x and y respectively, and for the second equation we have 17 and 15 respectively. Okay, so you can see here in the first equation the coefficient of x is 15, while in the second equation the coefficient of y is 15. And same thing we can observe for the coefficient of y in first equation is same as the coefficient of x in second equation. So you can see the coefficients are interchanged here. Such equations are called as particular type of equations. Now we have studied two methods. First method is elimination method, where we have to eliminate any one variable by equating the coefficients. So here if we try to equate any one coefficient, we have to multiply this first equation by 17 and the second equation by 15. Okay, so which will be difficult for us. Okay, we will get very big numbers and it will be time consuming also. Similarly, for substitution also, we will get the very big substitution. If you try to express here that x in the form of y, you will get very big number here. So those methods are not helpful here. So we are going to see the another method here, which method is addition, subtraction, addition method, which you can use for this particular type of equations. Okay, or you can keep in mind ASA in short, add, subtract, add. Okay, so let us start now with this method. So first of all, you have to number these equations as 1 and 2. Of course, before that you have to observe whether the given equations are in the standard form, that is ax plus by is equal to c. Yes, these both the equations are in standard form. So the very first step that we are going to number them as 1 and 2. 15x plus 17y is equal to 21, equation number 1, and 17x plus 15y is equal to 11, equation number 2. The method I said ASA, add, subtract and add. So let us add these two equations first of all. Okay. So we are adding these two equations. So write them one below another. See, this is equation number 1. 15x plus 17y is equal to 21 plus 17x plus 15y is equal to 11. So when you add 15 plus 17, we are adding only the numbers here. X is present both the places. So that we are going to write as it is. So 15 plus 17, 32. 15x plus 17x is 32x. Similarly, 17y plus 15y is equal to 32y. And here 21 plus 11, that is 32. After adding, we got the answer, and what we can observe here is this number 32 is present everywhere. So we can reduce this equation further. If we divide both the sides of the equation by 32, we will get a simplified equation. So let us divide this equation by 32, and then the simplified equation we will get as x plus y is equal to 1. Okay. So when you are dividing here by 32, here you are going to get 1. In hurry, many students they write 0. This I have observed. 32 divided by 32 is 1. Don't write 0 here in hurry. You are not subtracting there, you are dividing. Okay. So this equation which we have got, a simplified equation, you have to number it as 3. If you want, you can write it down in your notebook. This is solved example from textbook. As I have said, if you have downloaded the soft copy or if you have the hard copy, you can refer there. In that case, there is no need to write. But still, if you want, you can write. So for that purpose, either you can pause the video and you can write, or you can write down along with me as I am explaining. You go on writing. Okay. So in this way, after adding, we got a simplified equation and we have numbered it as 3. Then we have to go for subtraction. Keep in mind, ASA, add, subtract, add. So after addition, now we are going to subtract. Okay. So let us subtract these equations. Now you can either subtract equation 1 from 2, or you can subtract 2 from 1. Any way you can do. Okay. So let us see further. Now we are subtracting. So subtracting 2 from 1. Why it is taken 2 from 1? The written it is, see, 1 you have to write up and 2 you will write down. So writing this statement correctly is very much important. You cannot write that let's subtract equation 1 and 2. No. You have to write in the same format, that equation 2 from 1. In that case, equation 1 is going to appear up, this minus sign for subtraction, and equation 2 is going to appear below. And whenever we subtract, we change the signs of all the terms of second equation. This is an important step. Don't forget to change the signs. So you will see that everywhere below the change sign is written. Plus 17x, so minus is written. Plus 15y, so minus is written below. And for plus 11, again minus is done. So these two are now having opposite signs, and you know that when the terms are having opposite signs, we are subtracting the coefficients. So 15 minus 17, we are going to get minus 2 and x as a coefficient, as a variable. So minus 2x, the subtraction here. And here 17y minus 15y, you are going to get plus 2y. Always give the sign of bigger number. See here 17x was bigger, therefore we wrote minus here, and here 17y, positive 17y, that's why we wrote plus 2y here. And here on right hand side 21 minus 11, that is 10. Okay, once again if you observe this equation, what you will find that here 10 is multiple of 2, and therefore we can divide this equation by 2. Either you can divide it by 2 or you can divide it by minus 2 also. Okay, any way you can do. Either you can divide by 2 or you can divide by minus 2. If you think that my first term should be positive, then you can divide by minus 2. If you divide by 2, then also it is okay. So after dividing by 2, we again got one simplified equation, one more simplified equation, that is minus x plus y is equal to 5. Number these as 4. Okay. Previously, we have got this equation. See, x plus y is equal to 1. And now we got minus x plus y is equal to 5. This is equation number 4. So there we have plus x and here we have minus x. The signs are exactly opposite. Therefore, if we add again equation 3 and 4, then the variable x will be eliminated and we will get value of y. So let us add now equations 3 and 4. It should be 4. This is from textbook directly I have taken. So this is printing mistake. Take a note of this. As I have told you that it is a solved example. So this I have taken directly from the textbook, and that here there is a printing mistake in textbook. There are many printing mistakes. So you have to take a note of that. So we are adding equations 3 and 4 here. So third equation was x plus y is equal to 1, and the fourth one was minus x plus y is equal to 5. So here plus x and minus x, they will get cancelled. And here this plus y and this plus y. 1 plus 1, 2y. And here 1 plus 5 is 6. So 2y is equal to 6, and therefore y is equal to 3. Okay. So here we got the value of variable y. Afterwards, we need to find the value of x. So this value of y, we can substitute in any one equation, either 3 or 4. Don't go for equation 1 and 2. They are very big equations. Always make use of simple equations. So this y is equal to 3. We will put in equation 3 because that is easiest, simplest. Equation 3 was what? X plus y is 1. So in place of y, we are writing 3. And from that, we got value of x as 1 minus 3. That is, x is equal to minus 2. Be very careful about signs here. See, this plus 3 is shifted to right hand side, so it became minus. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2. In hurry, you simply write 2 and then your answer is wrong. Algebra is all about signs. I have told you so many times, so you have to be very careful about signs here. So we got both the values, y is equal to 3 and x is equal to 2. And finally, don't forget to write down the solution, which is a ordered pair in which value of x you are going to write first and then value of y. Okay, so minus 2 comma 3 is the solution of these two equations. Okay, so these were different type of equations where you have to use this ASA method, add subtract add method, only for the particular type of equations. I told you how to recognize them. You can see the coefficients are interchanged here for the variables. So these are called as particular type of equation, and you need to use this method so that you can get the answer very easily. Now you know that you have MCQ questions in question number 1A, and there they ask you the question that the two equations are given and you need to find the value of x plus y, or you need to find the value of x minus y. Okay, in that case you need not solve the whole question here. You can see here x plus y value you get here only simply when you add. Okay, when everywhere positive sign is there, and if you want to find value of x plus y, simply add the two equations and divide by the number which you have got there, and then you are going to get the answer. Similarly, if you want to find x minus y, then you have to subtract. There is no need to solve the complete question here. Okay, so take a note of this. So such questions, they appear in MCQ, or they can be asked for 1 mark. So for 1 mark, you need not solve the complete solution. You need not write the complete solution. Only do the needful, either add or subtract according to the question asked. Okay. I hope you must have understood this method, how to solve the particular type of sums. Okay. So in this way, we have discussed all the solved examples which were given in textbook based on these methods. Now let us go towards practice set 1.1. Okay. So practice set 1.1, the very first question is complete the following activity to solve simultaneous equations. So here two equations are provided to us and the activity is given. Question number 2A and question number 3A is activity based. So the questions are going to appear in this way, and you need to write down the correct numbers or correct things in the boxes. Okay. So here there is a printing mistake in the question. Okay. So take a note of this. Old textbooks, printing mistake is there. A new edition, printing mistakes are rectified. Okay, so those who are having old textbooks, or if the same thing is repeated in new edition also, so take a note of this. You can clearly observe that here they have written the minus sign and here the plus sign is there. So take a note of this printing mistake from the textbook. So first equation is 5x plus 3y is equal to 9, and second equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. They are numbered as 1 and 2. So what they have told us, let's add equations 1 and 2. They have written one below another. Here the plus sign is given for addition. Okay. So now you have to observe what should be done here. So what you can observe here is, here it is plus 3y and here it is minus 3y. So they will get cancelled. The answer is 0 here in this case. So here 5x plus 2x, 5 plus 2, you are going to get 7x. X is already given. So inside the box you need to write down only the addition of 5 and 2, that is 7. And here 9 plus 12 is 21. And therefore x is equal to 21 divided by 7. So 21 will appear as numerator and 7 will appear as denominator. So when we divide, 7 3s are 21, therefore x is equal to 3. Correct? So we got the value of x as 3 after adding the two equations. Now we have to place this value in equation 1. They have already given here. We don't have to do anything, only we have to go on writing the correct numbers. Okay, so see equation 1 here. Equation 1 is 5x plus 3y is equal to 9. So in place of x, we are going to write 3. So see, 5 is here and after that, they have given the empty box. That means here, we need to write 3, the value which we have found out. And the remaining equation is written as it is. Okay. Now, when we solve, what we do, we write the next step, that 5 is a 15. So, 15 plus 3y is equal to 9. But now they have not taken that step. They have ignored that. So, you have to do that in mind, that 5 plus 3 is 15 and that 15 is shifted to right hand side. So, here the next step is 3y is equal to 9 minus 15. 5 3s are 15. So, that 15 will come here. Okay. This is your next answer. Afterwards, 3y is equal to 9 minus 15. The answer is minus 6. See, we are subtracting, so we need to give the sign of bigger number. So, don't forget to write down the minus sign here. They have not provided you the minus sign. So, 9 minus 15 minus 6 will come here. And therefore, y is equal to this minus 6 divided by 3. Okay, so again minus 6 will come here. So minus 6 divided by 3, the answer is minus 2. And we got the solution which we need to write down at the end. So here, value of x is 3. So 3 will come in the first box and minus 2 will come in the second box. Okay, so in this way, you are going to complete this activity. Okay. As I have said, for 2 marks question, they will give you 4 boxes, and for 3 marks question, they are giving you 6 boxes. Sometimes if the boxes are more, then in that case, you can see that the values which are repeated, so there the marks are not given. So sometimes more boxes also can appear, but generally they give 4 and 6 boxes respectively according to question number 2 and 3 respectively. Okay. So this was the first question, which was activity based. Now the second question is, solve the following simultaneous equations. So in this, you will observe that first 6 equations are based on the 2 methods which we have studied in 9th standard, that is elimination method or substitution method. And last 2 questions, 7 and 8, they are of particular type of equations where the coefficients are interchanged. Okay, as we move on, you will understand that. Okay, so first 6 questions Either you can solve by the first method, that is elimination method, or you can solve by the substitution method. Any one method you can use. Okay. So here also now in the beginning what I am doing is first question I am solving by elimination method. That means equating coefficients method. And the second one I will solve by substitution method. As I have said in exam, if the method is not mentioned, you can solve it by any method. But just now we have seen the questions, they may be activity based, and in activity based they can use any method. So you need to understand, and you need to use both the methods so that you can use them properly in examination. Okay. So the first question here is 3a plus 5b is equal to 26, and the second equation is a plus 5b is equal to 22. As I have told you repeatedly that the very first thing here is to observe the equations. You have to check whether the equations are in standard form or not. That is important. Standard form, all of you know, ax plus by is equal to c, which we are going to use. So here what we can observe is the equations are in standard form. See, both the variables are on left hand side and the constant number or the value of c is on right hand side. So both the equations are in standard form. After that you need to follow the next step immediately, that number them as 1 and 2. Okay. So 3a plus 5b is equal to 26, equation number 1. A plus 5b is equal to 22, equation number 2. Okay. If they are not in standard form, you need to convert in standard form and then you need to number them. Okay. So second observation is done. Now the next observation, that you have to observe the coefficients. Okay, here you will observe that the coefficient of a is 3 here and coefficient of a is 1 in the second equation. And here for b you will observe that coefficient here is plus 5 and here also is plus 5. So already we have equal coefficients. So there is no need to multiply any equation to equate the coefficients. Directly we can go for subtraction. Why for subtraction? Because the signs are same. I told you that if the signs are same, you are going to go for subtraction. And the signs are opposite, you are going to go for addition. So since here the signs are same, we are subtracting equation 2 from 1. Always write down in this format. Subtracting equation 2 from 1. That means equation 1 will appear up and equation 2 will appear below. Okay. So now we are going to write down the equations, and here you don't forget to write down this minus sign, which shows that you are doing the operation of subtraction. You are subtracting these two equations. And the second most important thing, that you are going to change the signs of each and every term of second equation. Correct? So here plus a, so write down minus, plus 5b, so here also it will become minus, and here plus 22, so here also it will become minus. So don't forget to do this step. Now this plus 5b and minus 5b, they will get cancelled. And here 3a minus a, you will get 2a. And here 26 minus 22, you are going to get 4. So what is our answer? 2a is equal to 4. Okay. In this way, the variable b is eliminated and we got 2a is equal to 4, and from that we will get a as 2. 4 divided by 2, and therefore value of a is 2. Okay. Now we need to find value of b. So you have to put this value of a in any one equation. Either you can use equation 1 or you can use equation 2. But as I have told you repeatedly, you are going to use the simpler equation. So let us put this value here in equation 2. Okay. Substituting a is equal to 2 in equation 2. So what is equation 2? A plus 5B is equal to 22. This is our equation 2. So here in place of A, you have to write 2. So just replace A by 2. So what you will get? 2 plus 5B is equal to 22. See, only replace A by 2. Remaining all the terms you are going to copy as it is. Okay. Now this plus 2 we are going to shift to right hand side. So we will get 5B as 22 minus 2, that is 20. And from that value of B we will get as 20 divided by 5, that is 4. So in this way we got both the values, A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 4. As I have told you, if you think that I am going to use substitution method, you can solve it by using that method also. If I try to solve all the problems by using both the methods, then it is not possible for me. It will be too time consuming. So I have solved this question only by using the first method. If you wish, you can use the second method, that is substitution method also. Okay. Finally, don't forget to write down the solution. That here values of A and B you need to write down as ordered pair in round bracket. Here 2 comma 4. Since here the variables were A and B, it is written A and B here. Okay. You can write only this part also, and if you want you can write down the statement further that this is the solution of the given equations. As I have told, if you want to copy this, actually you need to copy this, then you need to pause the video and complete it, or you can write down when I am explaining. I told you that. Okay, I'm not going to give time to write down. Okay, so if you want you can pause the video and you can complete these things. Okay, so this, as I have said, those who want they can try by the second method also. Now let us go further towards question number 2. Okay, where as I have said we are going to use the second method, substitution method. So here also the same thing you need to do, that you have to number the equations as 1 and 2. Here one benefit is what, if you don't check for the standard form, then also it will do. If you want to use the first method, then you can use that first method also, number the equations as 1 and 2, and then you can equate the coefficient. You can equate the coefficient of x. You can multiply equation 1 by 3 and then you can go for subtraction. That is the first method. As I have said, I am going to use the second method, which is substitution method, so that you will understand that method also. The first method we have done in 9th standard so many times. All the sums we solved with the elimination method only. Okay, so I am solving this by substitution method. So for this method, again you have to choose a simple equation. So what I can observe here is equation 1 is simple. So from this equation, I can express x in the form of y. I can shift this plus 7y to right hand side and I will get value of x in the form of y. So from this equation 1, I can write down x as 10 minus 7y. See, this plus 7y is shifted to right hand side and therefore value of x is 10 minus 7y. Number this as equation 3. Now we have used equation 1 to write down this value. So now while substituting, I am going to substitute it in equation 2. I cannot use equation 1. Please take a note of this. Okay. We have already used equation 1 to express x in the form of y. So while substituting, we have to make use of equation 2. This value we are going to put in equation 2. Okay, so let us write down substituting this value of x in equation 2. So here in equation 2, in place of x, I am going to write 10 minus 7y. So see 3 as it is, and then in bracket, don't forget to write down in bracket, because this is value of x. Here 2 terms are there, therefore we need to write down in bracket. Otherwise, you will get wrong answer. Okay, so x is replaced by this and the remaining equation is written as it is, remaining terms are written as it is, minus 2y is equal to 7. So now let us expand this bracket. Let us open this bracket. 3 into 10 is 30 and here 3 into minus 7y is 21y. Then the remaining terms are copied down as it is. See, minus 2y is equal to 7. Now what we can observe here is that these two are like terms. Therefore, we can add or subtract them. How to decide? Observe the signs. If the signs are same, you are going to add the numbers. If the signs are opposite, you are going to subtract the numbers. So here you can observe that the sign is same, minus minus. So this here they will get added. 21 and 2 you have to add. Okay. So the answer is 30 minus 23y is equal to 7. Okay. So minus 23y. And in the same step, this 30 is shifted to right hand side. Okay, so 23y here is negative. Why? Because both the terms are negative. You can see this. Now here also see, the signs are opposite, so you need to subtract. 30 minus 7 is 23, but minus 23. So what we got here? Minus 23y is equal to minus 23. And from that, value of y we will get as 1. And that value now we are going to substitute in 3. That is why we have numbered this equation. It is very easy to find the value of x if we use equation 3 because it is already in the form of x. No doubt you can put it here also and you are going to get the answer, but this will be the simplest thing. So this value of y which we have got as 1, that we are going to substitute in equation 3. Okay, so the equation 3 is x is equal to 10 minus 7y. So in place of y, we are going to write 1. So what we are going to get? Therefore, x is equal to 10 minus 7 into 1. So 7 into 1 is 7 and 10 minus 7 is 3 and therefore value of x is 3. So we got values of x and y here. And finally, you need to write down the solution as ordered pair in round bracket. So xy is equal to 3 comma 1 in round brackets is the solution, or simply you can write down again x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1. I have given the other way of writing solution also. That also you can use. Okay. So here I have used the second method. If you want, you can use the first method also. If you feel that I am not comfortable with this method, you can use the elimination method. No problem, because as I have said, in examination, the method is not mentioned. You can go for any method. So always choose the method which you are comfortable with. But as I have said, why you must know this method? Because if the question comes in activity and if it is that method, then you must solve that question, and for that purpose you need to understand the second method also. Okay. So students, today I am stopping here. In the next lecture we will solve more sums from practice set 1.1. Okay students, so thank you.